Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Thrones of Britannia battle for you today, and this is a historical battle that we have here lined up for you. This is the Battle of Edington, also known as the Battle of Ethandom, fought in 878 AD, fought between Wessex and the Viking invaders. So we have the Norse versus Wessex here today in this awesome 2v2 Thrones of Britannia battle, and it is a big one. As you can see, look at the rank upon rank of Saxons getting ready here, and it looks awesome. It really does. We're using the Anno Domini sub-mod, which is a reskin mod for Thrones of Britannia. If you want to go and check it out, I'll leave a link for it in the description. It's a recently released sub-mod. It's awesome. It really does give Thrones a bit of life and a bit of variety. Like, you can see the shield walls. Look at all the shield walls. It looks so much more variety. That's one of the only downsides I have with vanilla Thrones of Britannia, is that there isn't much variety in like shield walls and things like that. It's a bit stale on that front. But we do have, yes, a huge Norse and Wessex army. We have 8,500 Saxons here today against 7,000 Norsemen. In history, the Norse were slightly outnumbered, actually. They had about 4,000 men, and Wessex had anywhere between 2,000 and 6,000. So, I mean, they could have either outnumbered the Saxons, or the Saxons could have outnumbered them. It's not really known, Ethandom, who had the numbers. But yes, it's going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. We actually have some cav out here, some Viking scouts. Because if you've watched the Last Kingdom series on Netflix, and you do know about the Battle of Ethandom, it's in the first series. It's the big old battle that Uhtred's had. And in history it was a Wessex victory. In the show it's a Wessex victory. Will we have a Wessex victory here today? Who knows? We'll see. I'm excited to see. And it already looks like we've got a bit of a clash going on over here with that cavalry that I just pointed out. There's some Earl's horsemen here taking on some Viking scouts. Viking scouts really aren't anything impressive, so I imagine these Earl's horsemen should win this. Oh, these are scout horsemen though here, so this is probably going to go in favor of the Vikings because they have numbers here. Yeah, already a little bit of a cav fight going on. I don't know how much cav there was actually at Ethandom. I think this is just more for like total war purposes. Everyone likes being a bit of cav. But there you go, already the Vikings winning this, and they should be able to surround the Earl's horsemen here, you imagine, and maybe win this fight here. Yes, if you're enjoying Thrones of Britannia and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment showing support. It really does help out the channel. And if you have any recommendations as well for historical battles for Thrones, then feel free to send them my way in the comments. I'm more than interested in doing some more historical battles for Thrones. I think it'll be really fun. Something that, like, some new scenarios would be really, really cool for Thrones. And yeah, I hope you guys just enjoy the battle. I've been told it's a really close one and a really fun one, so I'm excited to see how this one goes. Got some Viking javelinmen over here on the flanks supporting the cav here. These Viking javies, they're going to come up and maybe shoot this general. This general is all the way on his own. Royal companions here, big unit. He's going to get hit hard now. Yeah, lost one man. The javies will only get more and more deadly as they get through this. Yeah, look at this, shooting the backs of now. And we're going to see. Oh no, I thought this was the Viking cav. No, this is just the routing Wessex cav. But yeah, they generally need to just protect his flank and just have a shield wall and it'll be safe. But yeah, it does seem as though we're going to have a bit of a skirmish period. Both sides just going to shoot at each other. Got some militia-feared spears here holding the line. Militia-feared archers. Mailed Danes. We've got a whole variety of things here. We probably want to retreat these javies because they will get focused down by archers. Yeah, I mean, it looks awesome. Let's have a look what we've got back here. We've got mailed long axemen. These guys look awesome with their big double-handed axe with the shields as well. Oh boy, I can't wait to see these guys in action. I mean, just look at that. We'll just get it from that perspective. Look at the lines of battle we have going on, and in the distance with the Vikings as well. It looks awesome. It really does. I mean, Thrones is just amazing. It's a really beautiful game. Really underrated, I feel. And we've got a rear charge here. We've got Viking scouts getting into the back lines here. Not sure how they did this, but they've got into some feared archers in the back lines here. And they're routing stuff. They are routing archers in here. Looks like they might rout these feared axemen as well. That is surprising. But yeah, the Vikings really using advantage of their cavalry superiority. Never thought I'd say that really in Total War. Vikings with cavalry superiority. But they're going to rout now finally. But they may have done enough damage. They've killed a decent arch unit off. Yeah, they wanted to try and break it fully, but they didn't quite get there. But yeah, Early game, going to the Norse, going to the Danes. Got some Javies here, though. They're trying to get in close, maybe do some damage. They're getting focused hard by archers. Whether the Vikings actually have any archers, I'm not so sure. Oh, they do. They're Viking archers. Okay. Yeah, those Javies just getting point blank range. Whether they're just going into battle, maybe they've run out of ammo. I don't know. There you go. In they went. And it looks like we've got more cav in the back lines here. My gosh, this is the cav that returned, but there are fresher cav units about to swing in. And they're going to take on, well, whatever this is down here. This just looks like this is Earl Horsemen. Okay. Yeah, they need to be careful. The Royal Companions, they've got their work cut out to defend the rear lines here. Yeah, get the cav engaged. That's what I do. Get that cav engaged. What is going on in the front lines? There is actually now a fight. The battle has begun here. We do have the Battle of Edington has really got underway as the infantry clash here. What have we got? We've got Axe Freeman against Thane Spearman. It seems like looking at the quality of infantry here, the Vikings are setting in men with literally no armor on. So clearly they are softening up the enemy. With these axes. These axes should do okay on the start. Because like axes on the charge bonus, you should have like in Total War, that's usually a thing. We have Spear Hearser here. Some really good looking like units here. They do look gorgeous. Still no real attack on this far side here. Though it does look like we're about to see Wessex maybe commit forward with his Saix warriors and his mailed Saixes. Saix is a type of knife that the Saxons employed. So that's just in case you didn't know what that word meant. Bit of knowledge there for you. Hopefully those men are going into battle though with more than a Saix. Or more than a knife, I should say. Seeing Earl's Thanes being thrown in, they're really like throwing in the troops. I mean, the spears weren't breaking. I wouldn't send in more troops. You don't know when you're going to need your reserves elsewhere. We're seeing more Thrall Axemen coming up. They shouldn't be too much of a problem. I mean, look at this Fjord Spear line. I mean, though they're Fjord Spears, like, you would not attack this shield wall. It's like a porcupine here. Still no real attacks on this side. I think they're just waiting until the Saxons have committed most of their reserves so they can use the cavalry in reserve. I mean, this is certainly a flank I'd push hard, which you can see they're doing now. We have mailed Hearser Axemen. They're going to flank around. A lot of them, actually, in Freeman. And they're going to just, all they need to do is contain that Fjord Axe there. We're now seeing the swords in the front line here. Thanes fighting with Axe Herdmen. There aren't many heavily armored Vikings yet I've seen. Yes, if you want to get involved in some Thrones of Britannia action and you don't know where to do so, you're struggling to find some games, feel free to join the Discord. The link is down below in the description. You're more than welcome to join to get involved in some Thrones of Britannia battles or in any other Total War battles, or to send in your own replay if you want to showcase your own throne skills or your own Total War skills generally. We've got some Huskarls now being thrown in. These guys are big double-handed axes. Look at these guys. They are scary as hell. They will carve through shields. And he could actually turn the tide in his battle down here for the Vikings. Got a lot of cav and a lot of long axes over here. I feel like the Saxons are looking okay. They've got a lot of reserves here. So I mean, they're not great, some of them, but I mean, they have got the mailed long axes still remaining. But they look like they got good reserves over here. Oh, but this is not looking good here, though. Mailed sea axes here are breaking. Yom's Vikings are breaking through. Oh, no. This is not good. These are elite swords. And what we've got here, Huskarls, they're carving through this line. And they're taking on mailed sea axes, which are good infantry. As we've been over, these are like pretty decent. They've just carved through like that. And now, yeah, you can see lots of reserves being committed. We've got Searle Spears over here. And we've got Militia Fjord Spearmen as well being committed. Yeah, none of this is like exactly great infantry, but it's got to be infantry that can stop the Yom's Vikings while they bring up better troops. And you can see they are arriving. This is well, actually, that's a Militia Fjord as well. It looks like they've got fairly decent armor. Some of them got chainmail equipped. They're actually not too badly equipped, these Militia Fjord. I take it back. Maybe they'll do okay. Searle Spears are losing decisively, though. We do have a royal bodyguard being sent up. That must be Alfred himself. Alfred the Great being sent in. axes down here, though, are carving through the spears. How is it going on the other flank? Well, it's not looking good. Cav in behind. I mean, they are going to be able to deal with these, this Cav. It seems the Danes here are going to be able to do okay. Cavalry's not great in throwing. You need to rely on getting good rear charges. Charging into the front of infantry doesn't really do much. It's not exactly shock Cav. It's more melee Cav. Seems like the Fjord Axemen back here are helping to deal with these scouts, but I don't know. It seems like the Vikings have the numbers to get around the flanks there. Sword Herdmen getting in behind. There's Javis here that are very vulnerable. Sax warriors and stuff all committed over here. Let's try and get a better angle so it's a bit lighter, a bit brighter. There you go. This looks like it's a Sword Herdman. Yeah, Sword Herdman against Sax warriors. It's a pretty evenly matched fight there. Oh, these are male Thanes, in fact. They're even better. They might do okay. But you can see Huskarls are now being pushed back on this side. The Royal Guard doing their job. It also looks like this flank here is starting to break. Thrall Spearmen starting to be forced back. And now we've got the male long axemen coming forward here for Wessex. So it's kind of a story of two tales. I mean, the North seem to be doing really well on their left. On their right, though, they are not looking so great. And their center is not starting to kind of waver a little bit. We've got some long axes here that are contemplating their options. They look like they might break in a moment. They look awesome. Just a big angry man with a big axe and a shield on his back. That's all you need. Well, we've got general-wise Royal Huskarls. Oh boy, let's see these guys go into battle. They surely, I mean, they'll carve through these male spearmen, that is for sure.
The men have been routed.
Why do you have to fight in bushes? It's much harder now to watch you fight. Yeah, they should do okay. They should do really well. Not looking great on this side for Wessex, I'm not going to lie. They're breaking in a few areas here. I mean, they haven't got much in reserve either. It's just Viking archers. Yeah, rear charge here with the cavalry is Viking scout, even though it's just a scout unit. Into the back of these infantry here will be helpful and devastating. Not bad at all. Like, they get right through to the front lines, and that'll turn the fight. Look at that. It's against Fjord Spearmen. It's like, it's a good unit to charge. It's basically just militia, and they're breaking. I mean, they are select Fjord Spearmen. They may be select for something, but they are not doing any good. We've got Swordhurst in the back. It's not looking good here for the Wessex forces. It might rely on the other Wessex army to come over and save the day here. That depends if he wins. I mean, it's still not concluded on that side. The Norse might change history. We might see a Viking victory here at Edington. Or Edington, or whatever you want to call it. And it's a battle of many names. It's looking very close on this side. Royal Huskarls doing okay. Yeah, I mean, male spears losing, but their long axes as well aren't exactly healthy. We've got Spear Herdman here, which is a good unit. They are being tied down. I mean, it's a good unit in this battle. That's the thing. Like, lots of mid-tier units actually are going to be really good because there are hardly any elites. Often when you see like Thrones battles, everyone brings the elites. So like mid-tier stuff gets annihilated. But like the Spear Herdmen here, they're an average unit. They're doing okay because they can take on a few average or lower tier units and hold them at bay for a while. What have we got here? Lots of long axes, mailed archers. Yeah, they need to get these things back in the fight. Jom's Vikings still winning. Like, my gosh. This is an elite unit, and you can tell, like, it's been in so many fights. And it's killing everything in its path. This is what elites do. Imagine if you had an army of Jom's Vikings. Incredible it would be. Yeah, it's not looking... Actually, in the Norse, you know, they're starting to crumble. They had initially looked like they had lots of breakthroughs, but Wessex is sort of holding them at bay. I mean, really, the Norse need to stop blobbing up here. They're really blobbing up down here. And Wessex has got, like, I think 2 units holding back 3 or 4 here. If they, like, use their numbers, the Norse, they could flank and maybe make this a much, much more tricky situation. Yeah, we're all companions holding that line. I mean, that is a general. Solid unit that's going to hold for a long time. We're all bodyguard here. It's been in the fight, like, for a long time.
They are leaving the field.
Looks like he is going to break these great axes here, but he's taking a lot of losses, put it like that. My gosh. Got mailed long axes. Looks like Wessex is going to clear up the side over here. Royal Huscarls still doing okay, though. I mean, they are still, like, doing pretty damn nasty work, and let's see how they can do in this fight here. I mean, they are, like, yeah, it is brutal, that is for sure. Can they hold on? I don't know. We'll see. Can the Huscarls break through these spears? I don't know. We'll have to see. Yes, it looks as though, I mean, numbers are going in favor of Wessex. They have 3,200 against 1,800 is looking pretty damn good. But, I mean, the Vikings still have some pretty solid units. Like I said, those Joms Vikings still loitering about, killing hundreds of Saxons. I'm interested to see how many kills they've got. I mean, they've still got Hearthguard as well, an elite bodyguard unit that can be committed. I mean, I would never doubt on the Vikings to turn this around. They have fought in battles that are against it before, but they don't care. It's either victory or Valhalla for them. I am certain that they will put up a tough and stern fight to the end. It seems like though they are starting to break over on this side. We got archers here, Fjord archers, that are just shooting down what remains. We've got some shield biters here. These are awesome. They've got like wolves on their heads. I never saw them like. This is obviously with the reskin. Shield biters in like the main mod or in the main game are really well armored, but yeah, here they are like got wolf heads on. They look like berserkers. I haven't actually seen, speaking of that, I haven't seen any berserkers here at all today. Just none being brought. I mean, they are the closest thing to berserkers, I guess, here. Joms Vikings, by the way, finally being defeated. So there's 67 of them. I'm sure they'll still take a few men with them. Send a few Saxons to heaven before they end up in Valhalla themselves.
The cowards.
It really does look awesome. Oh. Yeah, the Sayak, I mean, I'll see if I can show you it quickly. These Sayak warriors are running away. More men get sent in, but if I could quickly show you. Let's go to slow-mo quickly. Look at that Sayak. It looks so weird. So that's what it looks like. It's like a big old knife thing. It's very strange. But we now have the Joms Vikings. They actually managed to defeat everything around them, the Joms Vikings. And the Royal Bodyguard got sent in. They are winning decisively against those Joms Vikings. But my gosh, do they cause a problem. What is the cav out here? Dane Horsemen. It actually does look like the Norse might win over here. Just about. They're surrounding this general, who before was doing a sterling job, but is now losing. Berserkers over here. Here you go. This is where the Berserkers are. These are going to cause all sorts of problems. Yeah, Berserkers have like got wolf heads on. They're not really heavily armored like they are in vanilla. They're more lightly armored. A bit more of a shock infantry unit. I kind of like it. I kind of like the reskin they've gone for. Makes them, because I mean, having watched Northmen, I'm not saying Northmen's like historically accurate, but Berserkers, you feel like they're a bit more nutters. They go in lightly armored because they want to get themselves killed and go to Valhalla. And wolf heads, that's fine. It kind of adds to the whole madness. But yeah, these Berserkers are out of control. I think they're winning. It's hard to say. You can see a few of them down there. I mean, the Saxons are starting to counterflank. Enemy general dead. That is over here on this far side. Maybe that's Earl Guthrum himself dying. Who knows? Hearthguard here trying to hold back a whole bunch of Danes and stuff. But it seems as though the Berserkers are going to be the last to hold. Hersir here are starting to crumble. You surround these Berserkers, they should be easy enough to kill, or just shoot them. Just shoot them as well. It's also a decent enough choice. Spear Hersir is getting committed. This general, he is losing because these Berserkers. Spear Hersir in a bit of chaotic. I don't know what they're going after. Looks like, yeah, is Wessex retreating? Is he trying to reform? I don't know. Hard to say. Oh no, he's coming to deal with these mailed spears over here. I don't know. Maybe it's a misclick. But he's very bizarre. Our general has died here, so one of the Wessex generals has died. Will this cause a mass rout here? Possibly. Could that be initiated by the berserkers? Quite possibly. There you go. I mean, it's looking very close. I don't know how this has happened over on this side. It's been a bit of a messy fight here at the end. That is for sure. Spear Hersir here, trying to hold on. They're getting surrounded by Saxons, though. You can see the big axes. These are the, it's not say explorers. What are they? Royal Huscarls of Wessex. They're chopping through these remaining spears. So, apart from this guy, he's just got speared. Well, that's what happens. They broke those spearmen. And there's not much left. I'm just going to fast forward now because there isn't really much left. I don't know what they're waiting for. Whether they're waiting on the remaining Wessex army to arrive, I don't know. It's quite close in the end. I mean, there's a 1,100 left. I mean, there's a lot of dead. We'll quickly have a look. You can see like the battle lines here. It's pretty damn nasty. There's hundreds, if not thousands of dead on the battlefield here. It does look, though, that Wessex is going to recreate history. They are going to win here again at Edington or Edington or whatever you want to call it. It is very, very bloody here, though. Look at the bodies is nuts. But yeah, we're just waiting on on Wessex really to decide on what they're gonna do. But it doesn't look. I guess the replay must have bugged out or something like that. Or they're just gonna chain route. I think they might just chain route. They are close to defeat, yeah. So the replay unfortunately has bugged out. Unfortunately, I don't know why. I'm gonna presume that Wessex went on 1. Unfortunately, yeah, we can't even look at the results, but yeah, this one I can quickly show you, the Battle of Edington. We're sent in by Sachex, so well done to him, well done to Paranoid and to Sharp and to Mythic as well. Paranoid and Sharp and Mythic, sorry, playing against the Norse. Sharp and Sachex coming in victorious as Wessex. But there you go, the Battle of Edington. I don't know what it is with throwing some mods. It just seems to bug out the replay at the end. And then you just don't seem to get the end result, which is a bit of a shame. But there you go, guys. I hope you did enjoy this historical battle in Thrones Britannia. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and comment, show your support. And I'll see you guys in the last one. In the next one, sorry. Bye for now.